President-elect Trump has not backed off his plan to impose high tariffs on goods coming from China, Mexico, Canada, day one of his administration. But the Port of Oswego has a way to lessen that impact to some degree. Joining us now to talk about part of that, Port Executive Director Bill Scriber. Bill, always nice to see you. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks, Jeff, for having me.
So I think it's been about 2 years or so. The Port of Oswego has something called a foreign trade zone, FTZ for short. We may call it that for the rest of the interview. What is that? How's it work?
Quite simply, foreign goods coming into the Port of Oswego through our foreign trade zone are like they never left the country. They're not. They don't have to pay tariffs or duties until such times they're actually taken out of our FTZ here at the port, which means they can take them out in small increments, thereby allowing them to have greater control over their cash flow.
Gotcha. So one of the top imports I know to the Port of Oswego is aluminum. A lot of it goes to Novelis just down the road, making their Ford trucks and things like that. How could the FTZ help in this commodity in particular?
Well, we are the #2 aluminum importer on the Great Lakes. I want to say that first off. But we, because we receive a huge amount of aluminum through ships, the ships are foreign flagged and would be eligible for the tariff. So by the aluminum coming in by ship, which is the cheapest and most environmentally friendly way to ship any product, they wouldn't have to pay the tariff until such time as a truckload at a time left for the plant.
And again, lessons it truckload by truckload as opposed to kind of all at once kind of thing. Do you expect maybe to hear from other companies, maybe not your clients now, that would be interested in trying to figure out how they could utilize the port in this way for its FTZ to get around the tariffs, I guess, if that's a proper way of phrasing it?
Well, no one's going to get around the tariffs. They're going to lessen the impact all at once of the tariff. We originally started the FTZ zone under the president-elect's last term when there was only a 10% tariff on aluminum. We've had, or I've had, a lot of inquiries from businesses in the steel manufacturing, not just aluminum, but in other products. Also, with that chip plant going to be constructed up in Cicero, a lot of that would be foreign material also, specific material to build it that may be under a tariff also. So I've got a lot of inquiries I've had to answer.
Yeah, I want to change gears just a tiny bit. We've talked about this. You're retiring in just a couple of weeks, end of the year. You're definitely going out big on top. How has this shipping season been in 2024, and why has it been so huge?
We started out really slow, but I think we'll close out our December numbers as the largest amount of aluminum on site in our history. Also, we're right in the process of bringing in a couple new customers with different types of aluminum and sizes. Plus, I have to say, one of the key achievements of my administration here was the Grain Export Center. We just signed earlier this summer a new grain customer, DeLong Grain, out of Wisconsin, which has already proved to be hugely successful for the local farmers here.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, so you answered that question on me, what you're most proud of in your tenure there. Would you say those kind of are up there? You got another one that you would put up there?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, right behind me is the new warehouse that we've received funding from the federal government on. It'll be the first warehouse of its type in the Great Lakes, and I think all of New York, a climate-controlled net zero warehouse. Net zero meaning it won't take anything out of the grid. It'll actually be net zero on its emissions. And I say the one thing that I have looked over the last several years, I've been here 6 years, I'm just shy of $41 million in upgrades, improvements, and construction here.
Whoa.
How do I want to put this? I'm more happy about the relationship with the two unions I have here. When everybody else is going through an ILA issue, we had signed contract, good relationship with them, good relationship with our employees. We maintain a positive team environment here.
Bill, you know I've always enjoyed our conversations. I want you to enjoy your retirement, but I'm not going to say I won't reach out to you. Maybe we'll do this again sometime down the way.
Love to do it, Jeff. You were here when we had empty docks, and now you can't even fit a car through them. So I think that you're welcome here, and I'm more than glad to speak to you anytime.
Thanks, Bill. Happy retirement.